Hello my scrappy friends, and big welcome to my channel today. Today's share is for Cut to You, and as you can see I've done a little bit of pre-work already. I have cut my first, let me take a selfie cut file in textured white cardstock, and I've backed it using my main photo here behind my camera lens. I love my floral camera. Who wouldn't want a floral camera like that? And then I've got this little photo strip of photos as well. These photos were taken in January this year, and I've pulled out the Coco Vanilla Studio Sunkissed collection. As you can kind of see, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It is the middle of summer in these photos for us, so I'm going to scrap these. I've been tasked with everyday moments, and this was definitely an everyday moment. This clown kid, he's my nephew, and my sister said to me, tell him that you're going to take a selfie and see what he does. And so he did. He came in and he photobombed me. He's like, no, you can't take a photo. It was hilariously funny. So I snapped all these. So I'm going to pop you on fast forward. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so here we go. I'm just showing you here that I have already popped all of this up on foam. I've also popped up the photo strip on foam. And I'm just trimming off the branding strip from my pattern paper, which is called Summer Lights. When I made my paper choices, I knew that I had the really warm yellows, reds, pinks, oranges in my background, and that is why I chose the blues for the title. I knew that they would pop off the page. I did want to add just a little bit of mixed media to this one, so I'm going in with some white India ink and some Minor 49er Inklings by Shimmers, and I'm just going to add splatters all over my background. With such a big cut file design, most of my page is already designed for me, and with this beautiful pattern paper I didn't want to add anything over the top of it because I was already covering enough of it up. I am just adding a little bit of extra water and extra paint here because I decided to add lots of splatters, so I'm just going to finish that up and then do the white. I have put the white into my little tray here because I have found that when I splatter it with the ink dropper thingy, I get lots of bubbles. And if I splatter it from here with the paintbrush, I don't get bubbles. I get nice splatters. So that is why I have done it that way. Once I have got my splatters, I'm going to pop my background aside to dry off. And yes, I bring it back in to play with because I am impatient. However, it all works out in the end. So like I said, I've already got my this little film strip mounted up on some foam, but I realized I wanted to add a couple of layers behind it. So you're going to see me cut my layers here. I'm going to pull out my paper trimmer as well because I wasn't happy with the fact that they were not straight. So I'm going to pull out my little Tim Holtz guillotine and trim those up so they're nice and straight. And they were relatively straight, just not completely straight. And then I'm going to peel off the foam here. I decided that I wanted this top layer popped up with my photos, and I'm going to attach another layer of paper directly behind this photo strip and also behind the cut file. So that's the one there that I'm using. These two papers are from the A5 paper stack. And you can see, sorry for my big fat head, I'm just trimming this one down to size. These little photos work out to about 1.5 inches each, which I just thought was super fun. In the bottom photo, you can see his big head, but in the bottom right hand corner of the photo, you can just see like the top of my sunglasses and the top of my head. So I was aware of that while I was embellishing and tried really hard not to cover it up. Again, I'm going with that blue because I knew that it was going to contrast beautifully with the background, and you can see I'm just going to attach that where it is there. I don't think I have attached it yet, but I do use my tiny attacher to attach that one to the background so that I can rough up the edges, which, by the way, when I did rough up the edges with my nail, I very, very smartly managed to give myself a paper cut right along the top edge of my thumb. It's quite annoying because it's in the way of everything. So I'm just getting, here we go, with the stapler, Oh, I ran out of staples. Of course, I ran out of staples. Just getting that into the right place, I'm going to staple that down, and then I'm going to go in, like I said, with my thumb, rough up the edges. After I have stuck my cut file down, just using my Scotch tacky glue. I did use my T-square ruler to line that up straight, and I've already applied glue underneath my camera. How gorgeous is that camera? I love it. And then I'm just going to do little bits of the cut file at a time. I found that is easier than trying to add glue to the whole lot and then flip it over and stick it down. Once this is all stuck down, I think the next thing that I work on is my photo strip on the left hand side. I've got a little bit of the foam peeking out, so I'm just smushing that back under, just applying a little bit of pressure to make sure it all sticks. On my little eyes, I remembered that I had not attached those, so I'm going to cut tiny little pieces of foam. You can see that they are attached to my background here. You can see that my photo strip is now attached, and underneath that I have got some frayed gauze, and I have roughed up the blue sky paper and the rainbow stripe as well. It's not super obvious in the video, but you can definitely see it in real life. So I knew that I wanted one embellishment cluster down here. I didn't love the way those layers were sitting on the bottom of that A. And I also knew that I wanted a photo cluster up here to the right of my photo. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but on the right hand side of that photo, which was printed at 3x4, you can see I'm trying to cover it up. There's a tiny, like I'm talking 2 or 3 millimeters white from the photo that it wasn't printed quite big enough. So you can see me trying to cover it up. And so I knew that I wanted a photo cluster there as well. I did pull out these wooden buttons. I love them. And that fun in the sun fits perfectly there, but I do end up moving it. I felt like I couldn't get another one on the page, and I didn't just want to have one. And then I didn't love it above the umbrella, but I really loved the umbrella there, because I was like, when else am I going to use this umbrella? So I am strategically placing that straight over the white part of the photo. I've pulled out this Sunny Smiles banner, which is super cute. I love it in the rainbow colours. And you will see me fiddle with this a few times, just trying to get it in the right place. So Sunny Smiles. I've got that Love This, which is from this A5 cut apart sheet. And I love that there, so that's where it's going to go. I went through all of the ephemera, and I was only able to find that umbrella and the Sunny Smiles, and then I went into the florals. I didn't want to add too many florals. I did not want to take away from my cut file and the camera. So I've got these little, I don't know, what are they? Little like blossom bloom thingies. I don't know. But I really like them. They're super cute. And I end up using all of the ones that I had left in the pack. I did fuss with them for ages, so I don't make you watch that. But I end up with 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and you can see now that I'm working on that diagonal from the top right to the bottom left. Like I said, with that big cut file, there's not a lot of room left for me to do much, but I did know that I wanted to cover up some of the bottom of this A, just a couple of awkward angles, and I wanted to cover up that side, that right hand side of the photo. Going to add some foam behind my umbrella here. This umbrella is so cute, and it just works perfectly with this page. Add some foam to that. And then I think I'm going to stick all the other bits down and then go back and stick the umbrella down. You can see I'm just roughing up the edges of that little cut apart. I'm going to stick that down with my ATG. I've got that straight line that I can work on, which works perfectly. I'm just showing you a couple of flowers here. So I'm just applying the Scotch tacky to the stems and tucking them under. And I'm going to do that with all of the flowers. That way I can go back through and lift up all of the actual blooms themselves, just to give a bit of interest and dimension. At this point, I'm like, why haven't I stuck my umbrella down? But I have gone in and I've stuck the umbrella and I've stuck everything down in the bottom left-hand corner as well. And I've just popped those little dots on my eyes. Now, I really surprised myself. I thought I would add in this little sun, and then I add in a bunch more of these puffy stickers. They are so cute. They are so fun. I just love them. So I'm going to add, I've got the sun, the two clouds. I've got these love heart sunglasses. They are so cute. I'm going to add in a flower that I'm going to cut in half. Yes, and I kind of felt bad cutting that in half. I felt like I needed a little bit of yellow down there. I'm going to try the other half in a couple of places, and it ends up on the left-hand side of that photo strip. And then I add in a couple of leaves, and again, I chop off the excess of one of the leaves, like the stem bit, because I can't get it to fit where I want it. Now, this video did stop when I wasn't quite finished. I ran out of room on my phone. So you miss me sticking this leaf down here that goes underneath the Love This banner. I also go in and I add some enamel dots and my journaling. My journaling just tells the story that I said earlier about what my sister said to me. I've also, you can see, added in some of the sticker phrases things. On the left-hand side, it says hello. The two on the top right say cute stuff and sun and fun. And then underneath the title, having so much fun and summer vibes. I had so much fun creating this page. It was a fun memory to document. And I really enjoyed using such a giant cut file. Make sure you go check out the shop for whatever takes your fancy. There's so much in there. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video. Have a fantastic scrappy day.